Hey guys, Ranch in here, bringing on another StarCraft commentary. What's up, what's up, what's up? It's gonna be set 2 between STX Soul and Air Force Ace. We have Cal against Casey coming at you guys here. Air Force Ace are now 1-0 over after Goresh's quite, I must say, impressive victory over Calm. And now, although I must say that Ace are not very lucky in the lottery, and that Casey's skills against Protoss are absolutely horrendous. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. His skill versus Protoss are worse than Firebat heroes. By far. And Cal's versus Terran skills have been highly on the uprise and has actually been playing rather well against all races. But Casey's more of a specialist against Terrans than anything else. It's going to be on the new map Shades of Twilight, replacing Battle Royale. Thank God! 4-player map. You got pretty much cross positions, although slightly different. Get positioned the way we have Casey as the light blue/blue Terran at the lower left, while we have Cal at the upper right as the teal Protoss. I really like this map, I gotta say. The design is very interesting, very intricate. Obviously a lot of thought been going into this. You got low ground main, rather open, especially at the 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock, which these two players inhabit, so their positions are immensely vulnerable to drops, troop ferrying, so they got to be very careful in that. I think in that regard, Casey should be able to take advantage if he goes for a dropship, gets a bunch of vultures and just pushes in at the upper right of Cal's base. He'll be able to sneak them through if Cal's not careful putting a pylon at the location. You should still be able to sneak them through because the positioning is so huge. Case is actually going to go ahead and wall off here at. You also have your the natural, and the natural is on the high ground, fairly easy to block off. There are 2 entrances into it, one very decently large one, and one just small ramp that you gotta go up, and it's very. You can simply wall off like kind of a wall that Case is trying to do. It's not going to be a very good wall though. The way he's building it, he's probably going to need 2 supply depots, so he's probably not worrying too much about a scout. He knows he could get scouted. He's more worrying about defending against the possible 10-15 gate, I'm assuming. Cybernetics Core coming up now for Cal, so we're going to see whether he decides to pop up a second gateway or go for quick Reaver tech. And it's going to be a second supply depot. So actually, no, never mind. What the hell am I saying? What the hell who am I to judge a pro gamer, even if he's on the Ace team? Yeah, actually using the second supply depot, bogging off, and actually doing a pretty good block, so he's going to allow him to take his natural. We're going to see whether Casey's going to go into a factory, into expansion or not. Cal already is mining quite a bit of gas, so tells me that he could be going for quick tech or for a second gateway, try to put on some pressure. He's going to scout Casey's second. Casey now just getting his factory, and I believe, not quite sure, yeah, he has to now scout, also going to scout Cal second. For Zealot now out for Cal. The pylon probe is going to try to get through, but going to find himself being unsuccessful. First Marine is going to get produced there. Factory there on the way. So okay, 3 building, very funky looking, but kind of awesome looking block. I gotta say, Dragoon range on the way. Not seeing any more buildings yet. I think the second gateway would have been on the way already if it was a 10-15 gate. Just 1 single Marine produced there to push away the probe and any possible Zealots that might be coming through, but nothing much else. Probe only did a little bit of damage to the supply depot before he got pushed back. First Dragoon out, instantly going to get spotted by that SCV. Is going to go around their spot that the range for the goons is coming up, try to spot tech, but no tech really being put down anywhere. Just more pylons, no gateways, nothing else, just a little bit of troop production there overall. First Zealot alongside that probe going to go out. They're not going to be able to do anything because there is that 1 Marine help defending. But once Cal starts moving out with his Dragoons, there could be a little bit of trouble. So yeah, it is going to be quick tech. There is going to be a apparently canceled his range actually. So I'm going to go for the robotics facility. Forced to cancel his range to try to go for that. I don't think he actually finished his range. I think he got stopped spinning a little bit early. Second Dragoon, I believe, now finally out for Cal. And I gotta say, yeah, this map has a large open middle, so, and I believe it's buildable as well. So slow pushes from Terrans, as long as they don't get flanked, because it is a wide open middle, and so there is a lot of opportunity for flanking. Mines probably not being upgraded. I'm not seeing the first tank out yet, but now it's going to be a Dragoon coming up alongside that Zealot, so it's going to be a little bit of trouble. That first Marine is going to be pushed out. SCV is going to come off the line to repair, and the first tank not in sight yet, but the command center also being built, so it's going to be an expansion. He's going to need those mines where the vultures are going to be falling out. Not first tank still not out. He's going to need that first tank to push this back. There you go, first tank now finally out. Now this Dragoon and Zealot are going to find themselves running back. Cal doing the same thing in the opposite side, getting his expansion, so he was not putting down anything else, just saving. Also having his robotics facility up. We're going to see where he goes for Reavers after this expansion that he has up. On the opposite side, Casey actually has a huge amount of probe saturation, SCV saturation. I'm sorry, probe saturation is actually also rather large for Cal, but yeah, so Casey is very much ready. Both players pretty much ready for this expansion. Robotics support is ready now, and Casey actually upgrading siege before mines, and now getting a second factory. Usually you see players upgrade getting the first tank and upgrading mines to help defend, but now he's going to go for siege to help push off those Dragoons. I think it's going to be fairly successful. Waiting on the first Reaver, apparently. Robotic support should be ready at this point. Expansion also no up, so Cal going to ferry a bunch of his probes away. First shuttle is now out, so we're going to see what Casey is going to be ready to defend against this. Has a couple of tanks at the natural expansion, just now starting to mine from it. Probably doesn't know this is coming his way, because he spotted the read. He spotted that Cal was going for range, but Cal quickly canceled that and actually going to go for a drop. And I don't think actually Casey knows, but he's putting down his engineering base, so he's going to put down turrets just in case. But Cal, of course, a creative player overall, he really loves playing these kind of tricks, loves taking the other player by surprise. Now going to get his Reaver out, and is going to now go on a trip to do some harassment. Also getting a couple of Zealots alongside to help take the first shots, most likely from those tanks. Has some Dragoons alongside as well. Now 3 tanks at the natural, turrets being built at locations. Engineering bay being floated off. Tank actually, okay, turrets and a tank at the main also being put down to defend. Marine gonna run around. Is gonna spot that shuttle, so Casey is gonna know this is coming. Has sent and the CV scout spotted the expansion of cows, and now he's gonna be completely ready for this. Adding a third expansion, also gonna have vultures out there. Gonna see if he has mines ready or not to plant them out. But that shuttle is gonna have to come in very carefully, because Kenny is knowing. Is that even English? Does know he's coming on the way. Is going to spot that now. The Reaver is actually going to plop down. Second tank on the way. Vulture just running up, ready with the mines. Reaver actually going to go out, get one Scarab off, hitting the siege tank. Also getting to the shovel, getting the second off. I think he managed to kill an SCV or two, taking out the Vulture, I believe, alongside. And one tank still moving on, trying to get out. Second tank being taken out. Reaver being microed very, very well by Cal here. Not taking any real damage, taking out a couple of tanks, I believe an SCV or two, and more forces alongside. So Casey has to be very careful. It has to do some economic damage alongside. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit funky right now. First observer now coming up for Cal is going to go out, plop that there to get the full-on scout. Turrets being placed in more location, but that's instantly going to be taken out by that one Reaver. SCV goes out, gets taken out, and Reaver instantly going to get flocked back. Those vultures, I'm not even sure if they're mines at this point or not.